Hey everybody, welcome to week 6 of Max Shred. Week 6 is looking nearly identical to week 5 minus the Black Widow training that'll change. I'm almost feeling a little stuck in like a bad Groundhog's Day episode. The same exercises over and over, getting a little redundant. I'm really just pushing through month 2 to get to month 3. Month 3 looks a lot more, it looks a lot more intense, but it definitely looks like a lot more of routines that I will enjoy more. Like I said, this week's looking almost identical to last week. So you have your 2 heavy exercises. They're not the same as last Monday, but they're heavy exercises we've seen. That doesn't bother me. The Incineration Circuit. Same moves, same exercises, just changed. He changed it up. He changed it up in a way I'm not like totally looking forward to. In the previous weeks, he gives you the exercises. So the cardio move, mountain climbers, again. And then you got your 2 squats, your Hindu squat throughs and your prisoner squats. Whereas in the past, he has set the circuit up, told you how many rounds, how long to do the cardio session for, how many reps to do each exercise for. This time, he's given you those 3 exercises. The cardio, the mountain climbers, here's the amount of time that you have to hit total. Your 2 squats, he's giving you the number of reps that you have to hit total. He does not specify the amount of rounds. It's however many rounds it takes you. And then depending on the alarm that you're doing the program at or the workout at, there's a time limit that you're supposed to accomplish all these reps, all this time. That doesn't sound good. All this time of cardio. Last week, I had said, apparently my house is falling apart. Last week I said, I was so over mountain climbers by the end of the Incineration Circuit. I was, so the amount of mountain climbers this week would be, I think about in the realm, maybe a little more time would be spent doing mountain climbers. I already decided I'm not doing that much mountain climbers. I'm not. So I'll do mountain climbers and then I'm going to flip it over on my back and do bicycles just to give my shoulders a rest as well as my mentality a rest, because like I said, it's getting harder and harder to push when you're doing the same exact exercises over and over, especially when there's a couple, there's my one day, and you guys know this, the power pushaways and my bench dips, I'm not very good at those, and to constantly be doing those, you're just like, okay, I'm not getting it, this is kind of really starting to suck, so let's get over these moves, which really I have to make it through this week, next week, and then we completely move on from those exercises, thankfully. So let's get this over with. Technically I've got 2 more rounds left of the way I've set this up, and I am going to do kind of like I've done in the past. The last round, I'm going to sub in corrective exercises for the strength moves for the 2 squats. In these last couple of rounds, I'm going to switch up the bicycles to some other core work just to change it up. And that one round of, those 2 rounds of mountain climbers with the my oldest down here, it went a lot quicker coaching her through that time than focusing on how miserable I was. So, not always the most fun to have my little ones around when I'm trying to work out, but sometimes they're also a nice distraction. That's workout 1 of week 6. Wanted to give you a little update nutrition-wise and all that. I'm actually pretty proud of myself on that front. First off, yesterday was another one of those rough days. The husband had a very long day, left early in the morning, didn't get home till way after all of us were asleep, and I knew that was coming. So I planned ahead that during the day, I looked up some OA meetings ahead of time. So I had numbers, I had pin numbers, I knew which meetings I was going to attend. Got my girls down early enough, and I actually did back-to-back meetings, just preparing for the feelings I knew I usually feel. By the end of those days, I'm fried. I am just fried from doing the girls all by myself all day, topped off with the state of the world right now with pandemic and COVID numbers going up. Illinois is another one of the states that we're shutting down again. So my daughter, my kindergartner, is back to full-time e-learning. So I'm mentally knowing it's gonna be stressful. It's not like back in the spring where we were starting mentally fresh, and this was just starting. I've been feeling like I've hit my breaking point so many times already that I'm not starting this shutdown fresh. I'm already starting this shutdown from a very stressed and emotional state. So that being said, it was so helpful. I have yet to share or even speak up, but it was knowing that what drives my eating habits is stress and loneliness. Preparing that those meeting numbers ahead of time, having a plan ahead of time, knowing what I was going to go into or be feeling was nice. It helps tremendously. The other thing yesterday, they were driving them. If you've got kids, you know, they're like magnets. They just like suck to each other, and they suck hard, and then they're either laughing, playing together great, or ready to kill each other, and then I'm ready to kill them. And so I got to that point. I was like, oh man, every time I open our freezer, my husband threw a bunch of Reese cups in there. A couple of times yesterday, I was like, I just want to, if I could just eat, this world would disappear for 5 minutes. But instead, I threw them in my bed with their tablets and hopped in the shower and took a nice warm shower. So again, better choices. Second thing, I'm eating regular meals, If I start to get hungry, I just make sure, it's healthy snacks. I just try not to be snacking all day and sitting down to actual meals. And something that has helped me I'm trying to think, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Okay. Monday, I got my first delivery of Factor meals, or Factor 75. So this is what they look like. These have been helpful for me. Here, this one is called honey mustard chicken. So there you go. That's what it looks like. I'm not going to review them. That's not what I'm here to do. But cost-wise, they're a little more expensive. But right now, I was in a food rut. My stress levels are just high with everything going on. These have been a lifesaver. They taste really good to me. I do use the oven. At night, I've been having one of these for dinner. I pop it in the oven, sit down, have a nice meal, maybe throw in like some extra veggies or like a nice piece of apple afterwards. But tonight will be night 3 of having one of these for dinner, and I've already ordered next week's. Not that in any way would this be, a constant, but with everything going on right now, super helpful for me. And I'm feeling really good. It is week 6, so this would be the halfway point of the program. I don't think I'll be doing measurements just because of the way the first half of the program was going nutritionally. I can't imagine you're going to see a whole lot of, well, you might see it in the wrong direction, weight changes and percentage changes and measurement changes. So that being said, we'll keep our fingers crossed that this second half of the program sees a much better nutritional standpoint, or me being better nutritionally. So. Cold hard truth, I am struggling today. I'm feeling so weak. I actually took a rest day yesterday. I don't know if I'm a little under the weather. I don't know. Extra tired. A couple other issues, but this is round 3. I've significantly cut down my reps. I think dumbbell swings, I've cut the weight by half. I've been modifying, just giving myself, I'm going through with the workout, but I'm cutting the intensity significantly. Hey guys, I am continuing to push myself through this workout, but the best that I can. You'll notice I keep changing it up, dwindling, and on the last round, I'm not even gonna do the cardio, just gonna do some correctional exercises and call it a day, and hope tomorrow goes better. Morning, everybody. It is Black Widow Burst Training Day. I took a rest day. Well, actually, I ended up taking a nice long walk yesterday with the dog, which was so nice. But I didn't do any max shred workouts yesterday. I'm feeling much better than I did during that workout. This workout does not look too bad. It's called Bitten. 4 exercises. Each exercise she does give you a fire escape or a modified version of something you could do. They are, she gives you a time limit and a rep number. So the time limit is on each exercise. You're supposed to hit that certain number of reps within that time limit. If you don't, that's considered bitten. You're supposed to get through a specified number of rounds. But if you get bitten 4 times within this workout, that's it, you're done. You don't finish. I'm gonna see. I don't know that I'm necessarily gonna use that. I'm gonna start out with the time limits for each exercise and see how I do. If I have to take longer breaks, take longer to get the exercise completed, I'm probably just going to attempt to finish it. So I'll let you know in the end what the verdict is. So. Make note, when she went through the workout and demonstrated or explained the burpee, she had a push-up in her burpee. I do enough push-ups in this program. I'm not doing it. There you go. And the fire escape for the burpee is a push-up. I will do the freaking burpee before I do any more push-ups. Hey everybody, so just finished that Black Widow workout. I shaved off a couple of reps every now and again as I was making my way through it, but I did make it through the entire thing. I probably also took a little longer breaks than she would have wanted or specified, as well as you can see with the burpees, I did not do the push-up part of the burpees. So if you are looking at this program or you're just starting this program, if you recall that first Black Widow workout, possibly the second one, the first one was like all plank position the entire freaking time. Do not be frightened away by the first couple of Black Widow workouts. I almost feel like she came in with an intention of making her point that she was going to kick your butt. But I feel like as the program has progressed, they're not nearly as difficult as that first or second one. But that's at this point, week 6. Who knows what they'll look like in month 3. But just don't be terribly frightened away by that first Black Widow. It's not as painful. In fact, my suggestion, if you're like me and your upper body is not super strong, I would almost suggest jumping ahead to some of the Black Widows, like the week 6, week 5, I believe. Definitely week 6. This one was far more lower body with the box jumps, the squats and the dumbbell swings in comparison to that first one that is so heavily upper body. But tomorrow is another rest day, and I'm gonna take it instead. Hey everybody, that is officially a wrap on week 6. We're halfway through the program. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving everyone. Hope you have a fun, safe holiday. One last thing, Black Friday. Jeff has a new program coming out, Old School Iron. First ever 4-month training program. No clue what it looks like, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scheming up the possibility in my head of buying it. I don't know yet. I'm planning on, I know there are people on the Facebook page that are absolutely committed. That's what they want to go and do next. So I'm hoping some of them kind of give a little more detail as to what the program entails in regards to its, number of days, training, splits, length of time, stuff like that. But week 7 next week, very similar to this, with the 4 workouts, Black Widow burst training, and then we're done with that. We move on to challenge week, month 3, total change up in month 3, and I'm ready for that change up. So again, happy Thanksgiving. I will see you next week because I'll be right back at it on Friday.